What's up, you guys? I'm back here with another banger, man. Try to give y'all some good gameplay tonight. Try to do my thing. Try my best. Here.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick off to get us underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Complete. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quick completion on the out. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. I'll try to power it in. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense.
Sneak gets it done.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Dropping back, it's Knight. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Lost a throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He lets it fly. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Hemby. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snap it to the back. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that fourth down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Fires to the big fella. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Using his legs, it's Hemby. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. It's complete to the left. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Auburn lines up quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like.
There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Jumped on top of the pile. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. To the air, it's Knight. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got enough space, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe he's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the...
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Knight. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Bring in the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Finds his man. It's Singleton. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. It cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And the Hoosiers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Auburn offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Throws for the tight end. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job.
He's got it. First down and more. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. To the air, it's Mendoza. On target over the middle. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hemby. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. We saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Auburn. And they turn it into a defensive score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Quickly complete. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal will tie it.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that two-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you love the gutsy call by the offense there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hemby.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Hemby. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking deep. He's got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Indiana! That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass. It's Knight. They're working that left side. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. The short hands, it's Frazier. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Right down the middle. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just
turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They go to the draw. Running through contact. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Quickly out to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Singleton. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. On the ground, it's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now.
Into the secondary on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30. He's... Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Breaks into the open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Castellanos. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Trying to pound their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off-play action on first down. Rushes on him. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Off-play action. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Slithers into space. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. He puts some heat on that one down the middle.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. The quick out.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hemby. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
How about the location on the throw might be right there. He's got his receiver running a corner route. It's well covered. He puts so much air under that ball and puts it in the perfect location where only his guy could make the catch. That is nice.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. Gonna look downfield again. Touchdown, Indiana! Fitted in the window for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Defense just has not had an answer for this tight end. We knew he was athletic coming into this one, and they've lined him up all over the field, but the defense has not been able to cover him. He's now got over 150 receiving yards.
A first down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Moving out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The play action fake. Still looking, on the move. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
And as he throws, for the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Indiana.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. To the air, it's Mendoza. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Hemby. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
It'll be a draw. Find some fresh air. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Wants to fire on second down. Get it out on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, a short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Indiana! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got him downfield. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Hoosiers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Hemby. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Gets it out quickly. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Back to pass on second down. Buys a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And for whatever reason, this quarterback has not been able to find his footing in this game. He's one of the better, more talented quarterbacks in the country. Had his guy wide open that time. He didn't have to throw it that hard. He could have just floated it to him for the easy complete.
He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, Dave. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He makes the catch. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goal.
Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Moss. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Sims. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
To the air on second down. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. Makes the catch down the right side.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Got the tight end outside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
That's caught. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Hits the open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Here comes the heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nice job after the catch by the tight end, able to make a guy miss and go get extra yards.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Tyson. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Get the touchdown, get the 1st down, or just get down. And the quarterback does.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes first half. Almost the D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. 1st down marker just short of the goal line. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Tollefson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Here comes the two-point try. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tyson. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Arizona State! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
That one comes out hot down the right side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just about set to get this second half underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Hemby. Oh, he's got some Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
Fires to the tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards.
Touchdown, Indiana! Fired in from the red zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. And that one's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the air, it's Mendoza. Rifles it down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throwing right. Complete downfield. There he goes to the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical third down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Levin. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt, they're ready for it, they make the tackle, and they stop them short.
With the catch, it's Hemby. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but
Breaks into the open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big
Well, guys, this concludes my stream for tonight on this NCAA. And I'm gonna hop back on something later. And I appreciate y'all locking in and giving me your time. I love y'all. Have a good night. Peace.